You just woke up, got on Instagram, and first thing you saw was edited Charlie Kirk video. This is the funniest video you have ever seen. But why would anyone make fun of someone who died recently and even post it on Instagram Reels? Charlie Kirk was one of the most significant faces of young American right wing, owner of Turning Point USA, which defines itself as a movement against left-wing ideology. Charlie was going to colleges and discuss with people, simply, prove me wrong alike. Charlie, with his thoughts, has always been a controversial person. His thoughts on Second Amendment rights are critical. Him saying that gun violence is a small price to pay for the Second Amendment rights, and ironically, he also became a victim of gun violence. His controversial thoughts becoming his own death may have made people simply react. His thoughts on abortion was one of the most significant things that have made him famous. Him saying that abortion is not welcome even after a non-consensual sex made people mad at him. His thoughts on Martin Luther King Jr., who is one of the most symbolic leaders of black community in USA, college education, and many more. He was definitely a controversial person. Revanchist stance of people could be the one of the reasons of why he became a meme after he died. In the USA, we can definitely see us versus them mentality in the society, where people think you either side with us or against us. Fragmentation in the society leads to even celebration of death of some in the opposing side. Being society, or especially being nation, is a daily plebiscite. Nations are based on forgetting the things happened in the past. If members of society forget what terrible things happened in the past, they can form a nation. Think about your friendships. If you remember all the terrible things that your friend did against you, would you continue to be friends with them? Or vice versa? Would your friend continue to be friends with you? In the USA, that daily plebiscite theory is fragile as it has never been in the past. Left versus right, white versus black, immigrants versus natives, and state authority versus society. Fragmentation in the society weakens the will to being a member of a nation. So, if someone is against you, criticizing your thoughts, he or she is your enemy. For the right wing, Charlie Kirk somewhat became martyr. As we can understand from the us versus them mentality, we can predict how left wing imagines Charlie's death. I can still see some memes about George Floyd, who also somewhat became a martyr, or let's just say angel for left wing and a meme for right wing. In the context of social and political conditions of USA recent days, Charlie becoming meme with his death is deeper than we think. Before his death, we could still see some memes about Charlie which mocking his face or gesture. So, he was already a meme concept. However, his relatively funny face or gesture fails to explain why memes about him are so popular or why amount of memes about him increased after his death. Therefore, this one ends up being a bit superficial. After his death, his wife Erika Kirk's videos also became so popular. Her speeches or her sadness were not the reasons why her videos became so popular, but her relatively scary eye movements in an interview, an unnecessary flashy funeral of Charlie Kirk could be the reasons of why she drew attention. When she was going to come on the scene, she received fireworks. This was like WWE event on Sunday. And what kind of thought made them fireworks would be rational to use in a funeral? Also, sincere hug of Erika and the Vice President JD Vance caught people's attention. But in the end, everybody have somewhat weird events in their life. Why don't they become a meme? Because they don't have the popularity. So, these are the costs of being popular in digital age. All the things that I mentioned in the video are important to understand, why Charlie became a meme with his death, especially the us versus them mentality and fragmentation in society in the USA. However, there is one more, arguably the most important one to me. Meme culture. Even him, as a concept of meme, is a symbol, although he was an important person for young American right wing. Maybe 1 week later, most of us won't remember memes about him. This is the meme culture. No moral or let's say ethical standards. Nothing personal. It's just about getting more and more interaction from users. For instance, Jeffrey Epstein is also a great example for that. We all know he is a horrible human being, but also we can see some cool edits of him on our social media for you page. So, these edits are made by people just because they love Jeffrey or to get some interaction and have fun. It is also a result of younger generations becoming less and less radicalized about moral and ethical standards or national religious priorities which were essential for older generations. And memes create a language which exceeds the barrier of languages and borders, etc. So, it is easier to become popular with what you did, what you said, or what you wrote, for instance. I mean, I don't say that all of these people who made the memes about Charlie, they did it just for fun. I don't say that. There could be some political or social reasons, or simply revanchist attitude. But most of them are just for fun, to be algorithm favorite content creator. Also, anything is commodity in today's world thanks to the capitalism. Therefore, more your contents get popular, the more opportunity for money. Some could question my stance and ask, so you say that you blame capitalism and globalization for memes about Charlie Kirk? And my answer is, there are some other reasons why, but yes, capitalism and globalization are also the reasons. Because if creating a similar content with others and getting money for it would not exist, then there would be less memes about Charlie Kirk. So, these were the main things that I think why Charlie Kirk became a meme with his death. And folks, this was the second video of I Wonder You Watch, and you were totally in the right place. And before you leave, I want to give a clue about the next video and a statement about my AI assistant, who was with me for the very first video. My AI assistant was not with us for this video because I think no one liked it in the very first video. Therefore, I made a decision about it. Maybe my assistant will be a part of the videos, but conversations with it no longer a thing. For a while. But if you want it for the next videos, please let me know. And clue about the next video's topic is farting and crying. Please make sure to comment below with your opinions, and if you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe. Or do not. I'll make sure that you remember it next time. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.